What's up, everybody? Today, I just got in the Whopper Plopper 75. I've been waiting for this for quite a while. Tackle Warehouse had this back ordered for a good little while, but I just got it in today. So we're gonna take this thing out and give some first impressions. This is the T1000 color. I like this because, you know, it's got that clear stomach. I've used this in different sizes before. The weight is actually heavier than I expected. I know that this is, the 75 is actually heavier than the 90. This comes in at 3/5 of an ounce, whereas the 90 comes in at 3/8 of an ounce. I like that, these new Whopper Ploppers, they have that plug right on the tail, because the older ones, if you got grass up in there, it would clog this tail and the whole thing would spin, so that's kind of nice. Hopefully I won't have to put any kind of swivel on the front or anything so it won't turn. But overall, it's really interesting. It's got like a much wider base than the other ones, and it's kind of just a squished together version of the 90. I've heard other people complain that the hooks get tangled up and whatnot. It doesn't look like that might be the case just yet, but you never really know. So we'll see after I start using it if that is the case or not. I'm going to go get a 90, and then we can do a comparison on size between the 75 and the 90. So I have the 90 here in bone. I've added a little feathered treble to the back of it, but you can actually see that the sizes are relatively similar. I mean, it's it's a little bit shorter. It's probably about a 1/2 inch shorter, but actually, as far as profile goes, I actually think it's a little bit larger, which I like. We'll see how much water it displaces, but I think it's gonna be pretty cool. What I really liked about the 110 is that it displaced more water than the 90. So if the 75 can have any more of kind of a chug and displacing any more water, that could be really cool. Well, yeah, guys. Okay, so those are the first impressions. I am going to take this thing pond hopping today. We'll see if we have any luck. A big cold front just came through, and the temperature dropped about 30 degrees between the last couple of days. So we'll see if anything wants to bite the topwater. But I just want to see how she runs in the water and give some more impressions about, just using the bait for the first time. So stay tuned, and I'll see you back at the ponds. All right, guys. So we are going to a pond that I've never been to before, but I found it on Google Maps. So we will see if there's anything good in it. I have the Whopper Plopper 75 right here. I have it spooled up on the Lew's carbon fiber rod, and I have a Revo X that's spooled with 20-pound braided line straight to a snap swivel and the Whopper Plopper 75. So we'll see if we get on them. It's not the best day out, like I said. It's chillier than it's been. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, this spot looks pretty damn juicy. I'm gonna come down. We're gonna. These pads are gonna be a little bit of a problem. First impression is it looks like it's gonna make me keep my rod tip all the way pointed up. The cast's pretty good. Yeah. Doesn't exactly swim right unless I have the rod tip up pretty high. That's not necessarily a bad deal. Feeling this spot a little bit more. Spot number 2. It's definitely running on its side like this. I'm not sure if it's because I have that snap on there. If it keeps doing it, I'll tie directly to the lure, but don't like that. All right, so I'm back to the first spot to test if tying the braid directly to the Whopper Plopper 75 is gonna help it from not spinning. I already saw that this front hook got caught on the line, so hopefully that doesn't happen all the time, but we're gonna just make a few casts. Probably not hoping, or there's probably not gonna any chance we're gonna catch any fish because it is just terrible conditions out here. But I'm just really trying to test this lure and see what it can do. It's still just going left. That's so annoying. So first cast with the spinnerbait, and I catch a fish, so that's cool. At least I didn't come out here for nothing. Little guy. Alright guys, so I came back out in the evening and the wind definitely died down, so I'm able to check out this Whopper Plopper 75 in a little bit better conditions as far as wind and whatnot goes, and it's running much better. I think the wind really could have been messing it up at that other location, so I am happy. It looks like it's running, you know, pretty straight to me. It's got a nice plop. It's, you know, good and loud, so we'll see if we can get any on it.
So I really don't think it's fair to give first impressions on the effectiveness of this lure just because the conditions and timing was just really bad today. What I can give impressions on is how I feel about the size, look, and how the lure swims. So I really like the size and the look of the lure, and I really like that it's a little bit heavier than the 90. It casts really well, and it just feels and looks good. What I didn't like is that I had troubles with it swimming. I had it consistently running to the left, and I also had the front hook wrapping up in the line quite often. If you had similar problems with the Whopper Plopper 75, put them down in the comment section below. And also, if you have any ways that you've gotten around those problems, I would really like to hear what you've done. I do think this is gonna be a productive lure, especially for river smallmouth. The 90 kills them all day long, so I think the 75 will also get the job done. Really appreciate you guys for watching. If it's your first time here at my channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. I put 2 to 3 videos out every week that cover a variety of different fishing related content. If you liked this video, please hit that like button to let me know. And until next time everyone, tight lines.